Yes, welcome all the lovely more than 100 subscriber friends to 2 Nerds and an Actor. I'm here with my district nerd turnies, Mike Santana.
Just call me Slim Foggy, Slim.
Foggy Slim?
Yeah, Foggy Slim.
And
Slim Foggy.
Slim Foggy.
There you go. It's not quite a shade. It's just fog.
It's fog. And France Jerome.
Or Harvey Murdoch, attorney at law.
Don't get me started.
Avocados.
Badass.
Avocados at law.
Avocados.
Oh, God.
So we got a great show for you all tonight, whenever you're listening to this.
We're right next to you recording.
Yeah.
We're speaking into your headphones.
Right into your headphones, like it's live.
Directly.
We're going to talk about some nerd news, some stuff we heard about the box office. You know, it's Halloween season, so there's a Halloween movie out. We're going to talk about some pushbacks on movies, because every day there's a pushback on a movie, so might as well report on that every single time. And, you know, we're going to talk about Daredevil, some other things, and some Halloween recommendations. So let's just jump into it. Francis is laughing. I just want everyone to know, and I don't even know why.
We should make people guess what video we're watching while we're recording.
Yes.
We have already revealed that we watch videos while we record.
do.
We should have people try to guess, and whoever gets closest wins a prize.
You know what you gotta do? Just like a hint for people. Just like listen to the in-between moments. Like we're all quiet for a second, or one person's particularly quiet for a second. I'm like, man, what are they looking at?
I'll give them this much. We watch 4K videos.
4K videos.
Yeah.
On like YouTube, right? This is YouTube?
On YouTube.
On YouTube. So you can scroll through those and be like, yo.
Yeah. You try to guess which is this episode's background white noise.
And they're usually 1 hour. So that can narrow down your search.
Okay, you're narrowing it down way too much.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's get back to business. Okay. So it's October. Halloween's right around the corner.
Spooky.
Our favorite holiday, or at least, I don't know. I'll speak for all of us.
It's
Our
the last
favorite
holiday
holiday
I care to celebrate of the year.
Oh, burn.
Burn what?
I don't know. I love Halloween.
Take that.
This is the war on Christmas.
Exactly. What about the Easter Bunny?
No, but that's in April.
Oh, I guess so. Okay. So, Halloween. There was a new Halloween movie released.
Another one.
A new
It
was old new.
A new old one.
Did y'all see it?
No, we
Nah,
didn't see it.
yet.
Have you seen it?
Fuck no, I didn't see it.
Well, apparently the rest of the world saw it.
Yeah.
It's like making bank right now, I guess. How much has it made? Do we know?
I think it had like the second or first
No, it's number one right now.
biggest opening in October.
Yep, it took
Biggest
Venom
opening.
down.
Dang.
Oh, no.
I mean, not.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I don't even
First of
know
all,
how to deal with that information.
Let's talk about how long it took for an October movie to make bank.
I know. Jeez. We're making records because October movies have never made bank. That's what's really happening here.
Wow.
Legit.
Which is sad because I love scary movies.
Yeah, with the Halloween. Well, this Halloween is now ruling them all the other October releases.
All of them.
Okay, well, even though we haven't seen it, why do you think that is?
I mean, people are thirsty. There's a lot of horror movies out, by the way. It's not like they're yeah.
I haven't seen good ones.
Stuff on Netflix.
Oh, that's true.
What's that series on Netflix that's getting a lot of buzz?
Yeah, we're gonna talk
about it later. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. So we'll get to that. Pero I mean, people want to see spookiness, and Halloween's a big thing. People like Michael Myers, you know.
Yes, that's true.
And I almost said Mike Myers. I gotta.
I mean, that is the same
different
name.
No,
But it's William Shatner's face mask mold, so
Oh
levels.
my God.
People don't know that normally, but yeah, that's
Is
William
it really?
Shatner. Yeah, it's a William Shatner mold.
It's a totally
Wait, why?
with hair.
Did someone? Are you making this up?
I'm dead serious, and I'm certain it was on some low budget. We gotta get this.
They're like,
movie out.
whatever. Let's
Why
use this
his
mold
face?
of William Shatner.
Because there's nothing more creepy than William Shatner stalking you with a knife.
I guess that is pretty creepy.
That's how he catches up. He teleports.
And he like can't die.
He's teleporting.
Carpenter to beam up.
William Shatner got real tall.
But yeah, we none of us saw it. But you're throwing a quality spooky movie out during spooky movie season, and
I guess so.
And you gotta make an omelet, break some eggs.
It's not like there was a Venom there.
Wild
to
competition.
make people,
Right. True.
People weren't clamoring to go see Venom a second time. So fuck out of here.
True.
or third.
But it's also like a badass revenge movie. Like it's supposed to be what's her name taking her revenge on Michael. She's like, I want to kill him. I'm glad he's out.
They marketed it. I mean, she went as far as to say this is a Me Too movie.
That's what I was gonna say. It was like,
So I don't know.
I don't know. Hollywood's on some shit right now, but I was like it opened on a Monday.
It opened on a Monday.
Yeah.
And it made 4.7 mil on that Monday.
Damn.
I was like,
motherfuckers want to see some steak knives.
Right now it's at 80.9 mil domestic.
But like, is it even fair if it started on a Monday? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
that's ambitious.
Isn't that
as
like
fuck.
the whole week? You get the whole week instead of just like
No.
the weekend.
The question is, who goes on a Monday?
That's date night, yo.
Nah,
I mean, horror movies are great date movies.
Jesus facts.
Yeah, you get scared in the hugging. I
Yo, you
guess.
so scared.
I
Jump on my
haven't
lap.
dated in a long time. I don't really know how that works.
One seat though.
Is that what the youngins are doing in the dating world?
Nah, I don't know what the fuck the young.
Cutting holes in popcorn.
Nah, they meeting up and playing Fortnite and shit.
Facts.
True. Well, I'm excited about it. I want to see it now that I've heard it's really good. I mean, I wanted to see it before, but
It has
wasn't running to
credit
the
scenes.
Word.
Oh yeah, that's what I
From
heard.
People were saying,
All the internet bylines are saying that.
don't leave.
Well, one says don't leave. Well,
Sounds like a horror.
it's saying literally
Don't leave.
that this movie succeeded, where like the most recent Predator
I heard that
and
sucked.
the most recent Terminator failed, where it was like it was able to hold up the iconic status, bring new stuff, keep people engaged.
I see.
It was like it's
Right.
a thing, because the technically it's a dying form, that kind of horror movie.
True.
But I've also heard, to be fair, I've also heard people say it's derivative of H2O.
Oh
And
no.
not as good as H2O.
What?
I'm just saying, I've seen that too. Not like from just people. I mean, like from reviews and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Kotaku said something like that.
I don't know.
Not that they're known for their movie reviews, but
I didn't like H2O.
I feel like it's probably taking its best pieces from H2O and from the Rob Zombie and throwing those together, because the Rob Zombie ones were
That one
great.
just
But this
creeped
one
me
on
out.
that Monday
yeah.
grossed more, I think, than the whole time that
no.
Rob Zombie one was out.
I believe
and
it.
the other thing, part of it is that we want to see it, so it still is holding up well.
Right.
and-
It's gonna keep making money.
yeah, go watch spooky movie.
Money.
So next is our inevitable movie pushbacks announcements.
Oh my God.
It's like every day, every movie is being pushed back. Like
Every day.
whatever you think a
Movies
movie
get
is
the
coming
D.
out, just dismiss that first announcement.
Actually,
Like,
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this only DC doing that?
I mean, I wasn't gonna bring it there, but
No, they're not the only ones, but it's like
Yeah.
they can't help themselves.
because New Mutants and Dark Phoenix got
That's
pushed.
Fox.
I mean,
They've been
there's a
pushed a
corporate
bunch of times.
merger.
And
But it wasn't
Guardians
DC.
got pushed back. And
Guardians got
other
pushed-
things got shuffled around too.
So the big ones that we know of that have been pushed back, besides the whole James Gunn watch stuff, is Wonder Woman 2
Yeah, that
got
was
pushed back.
just
1984?
1984.
1984.
That's
Yeah.
what it's called. That's the title.
That's
like
the name of the movie?
That's
Yes.
when it takes place.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. So when
I
did it get
agree.
pushed to?
Okay, so that DC movie, that one,
That DC movie.
yeah, because that one
Right.
was announced
That is-
like more recently than the other one that we're gonna talk about. But that got pushed back to 20. Excuse me, hiccups. That got 2020, I think. Yeah, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Got pushed back
Yep.
all the way to 2020.
all the way.
It was supposed to come out next summer. It's now coming out the
2
following
summers.
summer.
There'll be
Wow,
there'll
that's
be
a whole year. It wasn't like some months.
Yeah.
There will be a new president when it comes out.
Oh my God. Don't let my heart jump like that.
Oh,
Maybe that's why it got pushed, because we're like
Kanye.
hoping. Oh my God.
Whoa.
I feel like there would be like
Kanye.
no change if Kanye became the president. It'd be like
look
the
of
same
harm.
crazy shit happening. We'd just be like even more confused. Anyway,
Arrest that man. He's not wearing Yeezys.
Exactly. I'm making Nike go bankrupt. They didn't take my designs.
The cops all have to wear those big house of done, or the house, those big shoulder
the
suits.
big suits.
And they can only move to boom, 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 boom.
You know, it would stop a lot of cop murders, though. How you move with that?
Damn it, I gotta dance.
I almost had him. I can't move. Okay. So we digress.
Can't fit in the squad car.
I think I like this world.
Perp's getting away.
Perps getting, yo, how you took that right out of our mind.
All the perps.
All of them. They get out and
away.
run away.
We're stuck in the precinct.
Oh, God.
We can't leave.
Okay. So the next movie that got pushed back is Flash. I'll be honest. When was there a Flash movie coming out?
Oh, nah, they announced it a
said
long
that?
time ago. It's the Flashpoint. They've been dropping gems,
Oh,
all types
right.
of stuff.
Flashpoint. And I said it was a terrible idea.
That's the thing. When they announced, when they showed their slate or whatever in Brazil,
Brazil,
a while ago, like the rumors were already that it's gonna be like a Flashpoint thing. From jump, they were like, "Oh, by the way, this is a Flashpoint." But now that shit got delayed till 2021.
Hopefully they're not doing Flashpoint. That's why they're like, you know what? Maybe that's not what we should
The
start
thing
with.
is, the farther they push it back, the more it makes sense to make it Flashpoint.
It's the only
I
reason
guess
to
that's
reboot.
true.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I mean, they dropped that gem in Batman vs Superman already, with Barry showing up out of time.
right.
So,
but,
gooey with a mustache. Gooey.
But he came back to see a Ben Affleck, and I'll tell you right now, because that's the other
2021.
No, the other thing that they have pretty much made clear and not squashed is the idea that not only have they moved on from Henry Cavill, but they have also moved on from Ben Affleck.
I know, and he keeps like wishy-washying, hasn't he? He's been like, you know what? I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
To be fair, the dude is like, he just got out of rehab again for alcohol abuse, I believe.
Oh.
And like, fresh out of rehab, one of the things that was out there was that Ben is interested. He still wants to do Batman. But like, counter to that is like, they're like, yeah, nah.
No, it's okay.
Like, yeah.
You had fun. It's over.
Yeah, we're moving on. It seems like they're gonna keep Wonder Woman and
yeah.
Aquaman,
right?
But they might be distancing themselves from even the Ezra
Just like
Miller,
Batman.
Flash, because it's giving time for them to like maybe recast that, because not everyone was happy with that.
Right.
True.
Casting.
I mean, I'm hoping they're making smart decisions because this Joker movie looks like it might be really interesting.
What kind of alternate dimension do we live in where the president is the president and freaking Aquaman is now a highly anticipated film?
I know, right? What are
He's
the
the
odds?
badass we've been waiting for.
We've been waiting for this, you know?
Save us from the plastic.
The guy who
Aquaman.
can make fish do things.
Yeah, that's a great point. And
It's so trippy.
the thing that sucks for DC is that, all right, ideally they are pushing these back to make them better movies, and to maybe fit into some type of cohesive plan for these films. But with Marvel,
one can only hope.
Yeah, but with Marvel pushing back Guardians,
I mean, that's a different.
No. What I was saying is it's a missed opportunity for DC to have their
something in
ducks
space
in a row,
right?
If you would.
If everybody's pushing back, it's like,
right. But if DC had his shit together, maybe they get one or two movies.
They could have pushed it up.
Not
like go.
Not necessarily, but if they would have kept the schedule, they probably could have had like one or two movies on deck where the Guardians movie would have been, and that just looks better for them. But they're not all together there. But hopefully they do get there.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing we've seen, there was some images of Gotham's. What channel is that on? Fox.
Yes, on Fox.
Fox's Gotham will be having Bane as a villain, and they've seen some first looks.
For some reason, Bane will be.
A villain.
For some reason.
I don't know.
Okay, well, question is, what makes this terrible from what you've seen?
Yo, he looks like dollar cosplay, and it's Shane West. I was like, this is another opportunity for them to have returned the character to his Latinx roots,
right?
So to speak. True. I was like, and he's such a good character. Even if he was to get dropped in Gotham, there was a way to make that work. And Shane West wearing Darth Vader dollar cosplay is not doing it for me.
He looks like he's wearing a shopping cart as a sweater.
Dead ass.
As a sweater.
Yeah, he put the shopping cart on
underneath.
and said, "I'm
And
done."
what's on his face? Like, it looks like
Part
that
of the
weird
shopping
plastic
cart. The part
thing
where the
that was
kid's
in
ass
Fifth
goes
Element.
when you sit them in the front of
It's
it.
the car seat. It's a
Yeah.
shopping cart seat.
Yo, he dead look like Anakin in the machine. Like he looks
so
terrible.
bad.
It seems like they're trying to make it look like he had some sort of like car accident, and that's why he's like that.
And now he's part car.
Yeah, he's like,
He's part car
this
part.
is part of me now, like RoboCop, but like
It's the war for
not-
Cybertron. It made it to Gotham.
in his
But like,
attire.
also let's talk about it. How is Bane in Gotham?
Lord knows.
Because Batman's a child still, correct?
Listen,
Yep.
I have
So is Bane a child?
no.
Yo,
he's a
imagine they
grown
did.
ass man.
Imagine they did like
Did
a
he get into
teen
like
Bane.
Lazarus pit and he like doesn't get old or something?
Nah, it's Dawson's Creek.
Nah.
Bane
Oh my
edition.
God.
Yup. He's in high school.
He's in high school.
I don't want to wait.
Yo, like my man is grown ass.
Doesn't make any sense.
Bruce
As grown
Bruce
as-
just discovered his Adam's apple
The
over
other
here.
day.
And who is fighting him? Gordon?
I don't know.
I don't
That's the
know.
We're
thing.
gonna throw the book at him?
That's
What are
the-
we
The
doing?
thing with this Gotham show, which I stopped watching a long time ago, but watching their character reveals, it's like this. When they hit, it's interesting. You know, it makes you think. But when they miss, you're like, why?
And what a big missed opportunity. I would love to see a young Bane and like
Word.
where he comes from and why he's like that. Even if you made it up, I'd be like, this shit is awesome.
Put young Bane in Bruce's school
Right.
and let them grow up together.
Bully.
Oh
He's a
my
bully or
God.
something.
You know
or
how
maybe they're
fucking
best
awesome that would be?
friends. And
He would be his because
then
Bane's not a
Bane-
bad guy.
Right,
No.
He'd be looking out for you for a
Yeah.
young Bruce.
And
Don't
then-
let them do this to
and
you.
then-
and you
what if-
make him like an immigrant too. You have all these opportunities for diversity.
Oh,
like
wildin'.
you didn't
Yo.
do
And
it.
then like let's say something happens and then they blame Bane for it, even though Bruce is there with him.
Right.
And then Bruce tries to take the fall for it, but he doesn't really fully step up. And then Bane holds that in. He's like, I see
For
you.
years.
And then he goes to like a fucking boarding school where it's like
Yo,
a
I
prison
totally-
type
Right.
shit. And he gotta grow up hard there with the teddy bear with the knife.
He's like, remember when we were friends, Bruce? Remember that?
Yeah, do you remember
Yeah.
when I took the fall for you?
It's a way better.
Wait, why is he
story.
sounding like young Antonio Banderas?
I mean,
that
essentially,
kinda
that's who
makes
he
sense.
would have been.
Yeah,
yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have got a young
Santa-
Antonio Banderas.
Santa Prisca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
That's
could have
right.
done that. Whatever. I hope you're listening because you could have done
It's over
this.
now. I mean, this is the last season of Gotham.
Oh.
That's probably what I wrote out
That's
to
why
Big
they wrote-
Guns.
Maybe it's a flash forward and Bruce is older and that's why we're looking at Bane.
Who
It's
else
like,
are they gonna force into this?
Tom Welling.
Oh, look, it's the Gray Ghost and the Mask of the Phantasm.
That'd be fun.
Ooh, just showing up.
Just showed up for no reason.
Fuck it, this is in the background. Ooh.
Okay, well,
Jeez.
we'll see how they go with that. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but
Nah,
y'all let us
dude.
know if you watch it. You let us know.
That's what YouTube clips is for.
They hit it with Jerome, but after that, I don't know what the fuck.
All right, so we have some sad news next. I mean, besides the fact that they messed up Bane, but
He was in a tragic car accident.
tragic car
He
accident.
is a tragic car accident.
R.I.P. Bane.
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace. Also, rip in peace. Luke Cage.
Yeah, press F to pay respects for that.
Press F.
Oh.
F.
Why? Okay, I understand the Iron Fist canceled that movie. That
Well,
show was not
That got announced
good.
first.
That got announced first because everyone was waiting for it.
That got announced first
announced
to
first.
not much dismay.
But then Luke Cage announcement came and everybody was kind of like, what?
But all right, everybody. I was like, what? But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and I won't get too much into it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the news while I was watching Daredevil,
And you was
Yeah.
like,
so
meh.
I was like,
I'm
oh
right.
I know.
no! But I was so into the season of Daredevil that I'm like,
Do I
whatever
care?
it costs.
In that respect, like, because there are a lot of people out there in the nerd world that I've been reading who are like, oh, finally. Like, people don't actually love Luke Cage as
Yeah.
much as we think they do, or like as much as we do.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't get past the kind of hokiness of it.
There are folks that don't enjoy
it.
Luke Cage, and that's fair. There are folks that didn't enjoy Daredevil but loved Luke Cage.
Right.
There are folks who Iron Fist is their favorite
Oh my
of
God,
the
I don't-
Netflix series.
That is just not
for
true.
true.
They
No.
must got Hulu with
Who
commercials.
are they?
Well, I don't know what they got. I don't know who didn't hug
I
him
think
as
they
a child.
fast forwarded to like watching only Colleen do stuff or something.
Well, there's a whole bunch of speculation as to why or whatnot. Iron Fist was bad. Point
bad.
blank. On every standard. Bad.
But
Luke
it was the
Cage-
most improved TV season ever on Rotten Tomatoes from one to the next season.
By how
Improved
many
by how
percent?
many
A lot, a
splats?
significant percent actually.
They say season 2
Like,
is better
huge.
than season 1.
What?
Ugh, they were both terrible.
Listen, I'm just throwing
Why
that
we-
stat out there.
No,
Why
that's a
would-
good, yeah, that's a good stat.
Splat, splat, splat.
Splat, 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 splat,
Like,
motherfucker.
There we go.
I want to throw Frank Castle into that set. Yeah, just like
I mean, wow. I mean,
But I also
they're doing
like-
child
just-
trafficking.
First
Get
of all,
him, Frank.
they can't like Iron Fist can't stand up to anything that Daredevil
No.
or and Punisher was amazing.
It was really
Yes.
good. But like, what about the fact that Jessica Jones hasn't? There's no announcement of Jessica Jones being canceled,
Okay, so
and that season was not good.
well, okay. So here's my breakdown of what I think is happening, and a lot of this is leaning on the fact that some dude at Netflix was like, Marvel can't tell us what to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So yeah, because a lot of people think it's because Marvel streaming service is coming out and maybe they want to have some of these characters over there. I don't think that's what's happening with this. I
Yeah,
think
That's what people were speculating, but I also agree.
this-
That's weird.
This is what I think has happened. I think that after Defenders, right? Defenders was not a success.
No.
No,
Iron Fist was not a success.
absolutely not.
So you got two back to back, like, right? Punisher was a success critically, but I don't know if they ever reached the same amount of views as like Luke Cage did when it literally broke the fucking
Right.
app, the site.
Right.
So even though critically we might be either shitting on or praising the shows since Defenders, I don't know if they've ever gotten the same amount of numbers as that. So with that being
Right.
said, I think this is what happened. I think Iron Fist sucked again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 2.5 times he sucked in terms of views and shit, right? So that one had to go. Jessica Jones season 2 struggled, but she was good for 1.5 because she was the best thing out of Defenders.
Right.
That's amateur hour, people. That's when you have your notification things on and not muted. And thanks, Mima, for that. All right, getting back to my point.
Shout out to Mima.
Shout out to Mima. We'll include a picture of her pointing at her 2Nerds and an Actor shirt proudly. Okay? For that. All
That
right.
would be the best.
I'll send that to you, friends. You incorporate that. All right, getting back to my point. Jessica Jones was good for 1.5 seasons.
Mhm. You think half of season?
But I count Defenders.
Oh,
She
okay.
was the
okay,
best thing in
okay.
Defenders by
She
far.
was the best thing in
Oh, she
Defenders.
was.
That
So
was the
I'd
reason
give
to
her
watch.
1.5 because season 2 sucked. It was
So
terrible.
bad.
So I think that they're just they're consolidating things. They're taking Iron Fist away. Luke Cage, even though season 2 was, I think, critically praised and people liked it, I don't know if it got the same views. So I
It
think they're gonna
didn't.
do Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
That's what
They're
people
gonna
are
put those
saying.
together, and I think they might even do, even if it's a mini season, not a full season, a Daughters of the Dragon thing with Colleen
And Misty.
Yeah,
and
everyone's most sad about
and
them.
maybe Jessica Jones, because season 3 of Jessica Jones is wrapped.
Oh, well,
But
they
Kristen
did.
Wiig
Oh,
says she
okay.
doesn't want to do it anymore.
I mean, that's fair. she
So-
wants to move on with her life. She's a great actress. I
Yeah,
like her.
so since that's wrapped and Punisher season 2 is wrapped already, so it's like I don't think they want to announce, we're canceling season
Right.
3, we're canceling Jessica Jones, because then that they lose any
Uh,
buzz.
yeah,
for 3.
exactly. For season 3, they
So
would
they,
lose
they're
that.
probably not announcing that now.
They're gonna announce it later, as soon as it drops.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
the essay over.
No, it all made sense.
Sorry.
It's pretty much what everybody's been saying, and I think that is true. So it's not as disappointing as, like, I was like, oh, really? Like blackness? Come on. But, like, they're going to do more with it. They're not going to just let it die.
Yeah, I mean, especially what Finn Jones was posting on social media.
Mm.
When his shit got canceled, he posted the Immortal thing.
Oh, my
Like
word.
Immortal Iron Fist. And then when Luke Cage got announced that it was canceled, he immediately posted a screenshot of that scene when he
When they do the
When they do
when
the- oh,
he
okay.
punches Danny punches Luke's hand, and it kind of creates a shockwave and
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Streets always win, and everybody gets knocked out.
Okay.
So I
So, like,
think
if we
that's in the
combine our
plans.
viewers, maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
If
Good
they
luck.
did that from Jump Street, it would have been completely different turnaround.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, because their chemistry was kind of cringy at first in Defenders, but it got better, and then it was a lot better in Luke Cage when he
Season
made that
2,
appearance
Yeah.
in season
I'm
2.
still skeptical, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they fucked up Iron Fist bad.
They
Bad.
did. It's hard to look past
But
that when he's in
maybe-
anything next to anyone.
Maybe
You're like,
this
ugh.
is the way to make him decent.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, not talking about decent, but fantastic. We're gonna move on to our Easter eggs and actor notes. I feel like I need some type of like theme song for that. I'll figure it out. But
Hidden gems.
Daredevil season, what is this, 3?
Diamond
This is 3?
in the rough.
Oh, that works.
I don't know. Didn't he?
I don't know if they'll let us get it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And I'm supposed
Damn.
to echo it. Diamond
In the rough.
Do you just say like something else? Diamond in the sand.
Sand that gets everywhere.
Sand, of course, it gets everywhere.
Oh Lord.
So Daredevil season 3. I have like lots of questions.
I'm instantly hard.
It was
I'ma find sound effects.
fantastic.
Doing.
Okay.
Boing.
So here's my first question. What is the future of Daredevil? And is this it if they're canceling other things?
First of all, you watch your fucking mouth.
Your whole
I'm
mouth.
just saying.
The whole thing.
There's a pattern happening.
No.
I just want to know. This season 3, people don't like.
I don't think they're canceling all of their stuff. I hope not.
Well, I
But
mean,
where else is there to go? If we talk about what happened in season 3, Kingpin's gonna go back to jail.
Yo,
His
wait,
girlfriend's
we
gonna
jumping
run
to the end. We're not even-
okay, I'm
all
sorry.
right, I
I'm sorry.
mean-
I'm just saying.
You do this how you want to do it.
How do you think Daredevil's gonna continue? Of how good this was.
Not even talking about the season.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Will we get more?
Will we
she
get
don't wanna
more?
Get invested
That is the
until
question.
She knows
Too
that it's
late.
gonna,
It was a
that it's gonna
really
keep
good
going.
season.
It was,
But so
yeah.
was season 2 of Luke Cage.
So
So
Spoilae
What?
like a motherfucker.
oh
if
yeah,
y'all
if
don't
you
already
have not
understand.
watched all of it,
Spoilae.
I'm sorry I said the end before we
Spoilae.
said that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're watching
you gotta know.
our thing, you would know we have Spoilae.
Yeah. Spoil. Well.
Okay. So start with that.
Will we get more?
Yes, will we get more?
Yes.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
Like, yes.
Yep.
I'm scared.
I mean, they brought the shit back to where it's supposed to be. So, yeah.
I feel like they brought it back, put it higher.
Okay, wait.
It's
So
just- oof.
they brought it back where it's supposed to be. Let's talk about that. That's a little bit. I know maybe there's not that many Easter eggs because I feel like everything
Oh, there's
was
mad
hatched
eggs.
and born and turned full grown in this season.
Now, there were a lot of Easter eggs.
But what were the Easter eggs? Because you know me, I don't know much about Daredevil, but
Well, if you start at
They
the
were.
end, since that's what you did.
Spoilae, starting at the end
When your boy
in media rays.
when your boy former agent Poindexter
Oh
is
my
on that
god!
operating table,
Questions.
that's from the comic books where your boy Bullseye gets adamantium laced bones.
Yep.
No way.
He does, and
Yes,
the
he does.
doctor in charge of that, one of them that was there that they named, is also one of the doctors that fucking helped to originate the process of bonding adamantium to bones.
Oh, so that's where he's supposed to technically be.
Right, and like that's one of the things that pissed me off in the comics when they did that for Bullseye, because Bullseye,
Don't really need that.
it's not even that. He's just straight up human,
Mm-hmm.
and what made Wolverine unique and Sabretooth unique, able to survive that
Right.
process is
They had
because
that
of the
like
healing,
healing
factor.
thing.
He ain't got shit. He ain't got none of that. But maybe the
Wow.
guy just got better at it because he got his later.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 40 years deep into the process.
Yeah, he got the Obamacare version of adamantium laced bones.
Obama.
Yeah, because I think it
Okay.
happened during Obama, like during the Obama administration. So,
That is
so that's
dope.
an Easter egg. He's gonna get reinforced bones.
right.
Reinforced bone.
Which is supposed to amplify his abilities like ridiculous amounts.
Yeah, and
So-
and his pain receptors get turned off too.
Oh, okay.
So,
So that's how we're gonna keep. That's why we feel like they're gonna continue Daredevil too. It's like they kind of brought in this character who was really dope. I really liked him, and it's like, how can you show us that at the end and then kind of end?
well, that's part of why I hope they do. But I was just pointing out that was like a couple of Easter eggs in that last
Sure.
scene, and him opening his eyes, I guess, is the indicator that his pain receptors are off.
Ah,
And he's feeling all that, and he's
right.
like, meh. Give
That's why I was
me
like,
more.
how's he supposed to open his eyes? He's like asleep. And then I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
He'll never sleep again.
Yeah, it's over for that.
I mean, they killed Julie.
That was one Easter egg.
Yo.
There are a bunch of Easter eggs in this one.
What's the other one?
Julie got wrapped up.
Quick.
Oh my god.
Julie was like, oh, the elevator. Dead. Elevator to heaven.
No, she was like, did the landlord let you in?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah. Sure, he did let us in.
I'm never
Fisk.
walking through a hallway the same way.
Your
again.
landlord is Fisk.
Word. Yo.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Other Easter eggs.
There's some tiny ones when they walk into the gym. And it was just like a quarter of the
When
flash
he
of the
goes
eye.
there, Daredevil goes there after he like found out about his mom.
No, this is actually when
Daredevil needs like a place to lie low.
No, this is when they brought Agent Nadeem into the spot.
Okay.
And it's just a quick walk by of Karen walking by, and there's a thing that says Parker versus Morales on the wall.
Oh, like
and
a fight poster?
It's a fight poster.
Oh,
wait, who is that?
shit.
And I was just like, and it was a
Wait,
little, I was like,
Peter Parker versus...
It doesn't say Peter. It might actually say Peter Parker versus Miles Morales, but what you can see at first
Like
first
boxing,
glance,
like the boxing posters.
Yeah.
and it's obviously not two pictures of them,
That's
but
so
I was just like,
The names.
they OD,
Yeah.
they OD.
Yo, I wish, man.
Little things.
I wish. What do you call it? Another Easter egg is that they don't. I love how they don't even like say it's a thing. They just do it, and then you're like, oh, they did it. When Kingpin, he's getting like in the final fight scene with the 3-way fight between him, Bullseye and Daredevil. Like Bullseye's throwing shit at Kingpin, but it's like bouncing off
The bulletproof jacket.
Yeah, his jacket.
That's what he said.
And then he puts it on Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, they did the bulletproof jacket. Because in the comics, that was always like a rumor. You know, when people talk about Kingpin and how much planning he does, how careful he is, they were like,
Right.
I heard his suits is bulletproof. And people are like, you know, shut up, you fucking clown. You don't know nothing.
That's what he said. As soon as he threw, he's like, "Oh, his door is bulletproof." I was like, "His suit's not bulletproof."
But it is.
It's fork proof and chandelier proof. It's everything proof.
Funny.
That's Bullseye flinging it, so it might as well fucking be
might as
50
well.
cal
That
proof.
was crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
It was like,
Those
ping,
are
ping,
fun
ping, ping, ping.
Easter eggs. Okay. We're gonna move into some actor notes. Unless you guys have some burning Easter eggs you wanted to put out there.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
The bulletin wall is everything. The bulletin wall, they're really sly and clever with and grounded with their Easter eggs. So the bulletin where Karen works, and she works in Ben Urich's office. So, you know, he has the Avengers 1 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then he also has something that came from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. up there.
Oh, really?
Which was the blackout.
Oh, okay.
So I think we were still watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. around that time. It was like season 3 maybe or something like that. And it was that group that like that hate group that hates Inhumans, and they did like a blackout in New York or whatever the case is, and blah blah blah.
Oh.
But that was up on the wall, and there's a couple of other ones up there that were connected to a few other things. But I was like, oh, they still keeping up.
They also like mentioned Luke Cage by name, Jessica Jones by name.
They did. That's true.
Multiple times they mentioned the building falling by name, Elektra by name, Stick by name. So Daredevil season 3 was doing more of what we were hoping the other series were gonna do, which
Reference
is
heavy,
reference, name drop, and connect with one another.
Wait, but you know who wasn't in it? What's his name?
That's right, Turk.
Turk wasn't in it.
No Turk.
What's going on?
Hey, I said whatever it cost. I already said.
Oh my God, Turk!
The season was so good. Yes, Turk would have been cool to see, but you know what? It was amazing without him. So
It
I'm
was like I didn't even
I hope
notice
he gets
till
work.
right now.
I hope he gets work.
I know with everything getting canceled.
Well, he's on mad Netflix joints.
Yeah.
He's a
Yes,
Stranger
he's on
Things.
a lot
everything.
of other
I'm
things.
joking.
It's true.
He's fine.
It's like, you know, when HBO likes someone, they're like in every HBO show. He's
Mhm.
like the Netflix guy. Him and
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson. They're gonna keep working. It's fine.
Well, I mean, Rosario Dawson wasn't here either, and she didn't get
Yeah,
name dropped.
but she'll
She
come
might be
back.
done.
maybe she wanted to be done. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, maybe she wanted
She
to.
does a lot of stuff.
Because she got off-paneled in Luke Cage, and she didn't even
She
get
didn't
mentioned
get
at all.
off paneled. It
No,
was just
she
like
literally-
goodbye.
She got go home Rogered.
She's gone.
No, but
Bye.
Roger's in the frame when they say that shit to him.
I guess so.
Like, you know, in Fresh Prince, when they threw Jazz out,
They
you saw
literally
Jazz
threw
get
him
thrown out. This is Jazz getting thrown out without the after after toss, you know, cutaway that they always had.
All right. Well, okay. Let me go into some actor notes because there's some stuff I really loved. One, I felt like the writing was on point this season.
Most def.
I feel like there were a lot of lines that, like, I can't even remember right now, but they were like so good that I was like, that's the truth. But I want to give it up to the actor who plays Bullseye. I'm forgetting his name right now. But
Oh man.
France will find it.
Is it
Yeah.
Wilson something? I know he
Yeah.
almost got cast as Captain America.
Captain America. When Fran said that, and I was like,
I mean, after watching this, I was like, I could see why he
maybe
was close.
he could have been Bucky.
I mean, I'm just saying, I could see why he was close.
I can see why he was
Hell
close,
yeah.
but like he has such a sinister feel to him that I think
that
it wouldn't have
smirk.
been that all-American
Those
thing that they were
fucking
looking
smirks,
for.
right?
That smirk was so good.
It was
like,
so good.
and just like his little ticks with everything he did as Bullseye. I'm not someone who knows a lot about Daredevil. I don't know a lot. I only, saw that terrible one with Ben Affleck. So whatever. We won't talk about that. But I don't know much about Bullseye. So watching him and the reasons why he is so OCD or why he does what he does and why he's so good at what he
hornet's
does.
nest going on in his head.
Yes. I felt like that was perfect. I felt like there was never a moment where I was like, what's wrong with this guy?
Wilson Bethel.
Yeah, Wilson. I got the
Be-
Wilson
oh,
part
man. Is he British?
right. Maybe. I mean, all the
taking
best
our
ones are.
jobs. Just taking our jobs.
He was great. And then his origin in the show was a mix and some new of some other things. Because we've talked about how Bullseye in the comics doesn't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Even when the
he
fucking
doesn't have any. Yeah, where
No.
did Poindexter come from?
I think it just sounded,
It's
like
hilarious
a
to me.
math nerd, that knows his angles.
It's one of it's one of his Merc aliases.
Okay, all right, cool, makes sense.
Oh.
And I think he chose it because
Man,
It sounds good.
boy.
But I just like every time they said
Poindexter.
it was like so serious.
Dex.
Like, Dex.
yeah,
Poindexter.
Agent Dex. Yeah,
And you're like, oh, I feel scared of
His-
Poindexter?
his scenes with Kingpin were great.
Yes.
That fight scene in episode 6, in the
Which
Oh, in
one?
the suit.
yeah, when he's wearing the suit,
Yeah.
Him
for
and
the
Matt
devil
go-
you know.
But like, oh yeah, where they're in the actual bulletin fighting.
I was yelling at my TV at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
I was literally saying, yes! Yeah, because he just went right into it. He was like, oh, pencils? And started just
Pencils?
tossing them naturally.
Oh my
like, this is
God.
why I could use anything in here.
And then you would just see Matt Murdock being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was like, dude.
Like
He literally
ricocheting stuff
says
off the
dude. I
wall
think he
and still
says
hitting me
dude.
in the face.
Yeah, like this
what is
guy,
happening?
he's in nothing but street fights and dirty fighting all the time.
Right.
But it's like Bullseye plays dirtier,
He was
Just
like,
a
tick,
smidge,
tick,
you
ah.
know? And it's like, when he
Yeah.
threw the baseball, when he was
Oh.
walking, he's
Oh
like,
my god. When he
he's like,
picked up the
"Ooh,
baseball, I was like,
ooh."
he's
I'm
about
like,
to die.
no, that's his kill
He's-
streak.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
That's
let
his
him have
murder
that.
weapon.
Just,
Which
oh my
reminds me,
God.
it was one of the things that they kept was that he was played baseball at a young age.
Yeah, they kept that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if, and so I'll be quick. Slight Easter egg joint was there was a great book called Bullseye Perfect Game, where he leaves the bad guy life behind for a year just to be a major league pitcher. No, he makes it to major leagues, and he's there to kill a player on the opposing team. But they get into a pitching duel, and they're both really good, and it's just a really good book. It just so happens.
So cute.
But then it highlights how far he'll go to get the job done.
And also like murderous.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and then like I was saying earlier, like they kept going back to see his therapist, having a conversation just about his origin and the relationship between him and his therapist.
Yeah.
That in itself could be a whole episode because I felt like she was enabling some of the stuff.
A little bit, but it seemed like maybe she was scared. You know what I brought up? I brought up the Hannibal, where it's like she was still his therapist because she knew if not, maybe he'll kill me and eat me. You know, it was like,
that's a good point.
I gotta.
There's
That's a great connection.
There's a whole
Yeah.
scene where that happens when she's she's
cancer.
dying, and she goes and she literally tells him, "I had to prepare for this because I know you won't punish me for dying." She's like, but she pretty much kept him on until she died because she knew he was gonna kill her
He
otherwise.
said, "I want to kill you for dying."
So bad.
Like that was crazy.
I mean, you can't get into the
was
therapist.
looking like-
Damn, you gotta stalk girls.
Looking like Ice-T and
Julie.
I love when he was telling her like, "I'm not stalking you," and
I
then
mean,
like
I
talked
kinda
about
am.
all the information that he had
Your
from
dog
stalking.
died. You don't have a dog.
You don't have a dog. Oh
The
man,
way
that
he
was
said
so
it, like,
creepy.
that
And
was
it was like he couldn't help himself.
Yeah, you don't have.
You don't have a dog.
don't have a
Oh,
fucking
fuck!
dog.
I said she doesn't have a dog.
Shit.
pew pew pew.
She's gonna go home and write in her purple journal
Jeez, yeah. She's told not getting pizza
I
tonight.
feel like he dressed up as a wallpaper.
from Tonio's.
Yeah, she's like
Jesus.
literally. That was the creepiest part when he was like eating the pizza with her. I was
And
like, you are
and
not
laughing.
on a date.
Yup.
No, that was great. And then come on, that's great. The two. Well, no, let me give a shout out also, Sister Maggie.
Yo, no, that actor
her
killed.
acting was
She was great.
so good.
Where's your name?
So good.
She was great.
Yeah.
Sister Maggie was
How
great.
did I not know Joanne Whaley?
That was an Easter egg until it was revealed, right? That like
Sort of, yeah.
Technically, with
I didn't know
for
that was
non-comic
his
book
mom.
readers,
Yeah,
yes.
I
they
didn't know
ended
that
because
was
the
his
end of
mom.
Defenders, they run that scene back. They
Yeah,
already do it.
tell
So
Sister
tell
Maggie.
Sister Maggie, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
born again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
But-
that was an Easter egg for Defenders.
And then
Whoopsie.
I'm also give a shout out to like Foggy wasn't as annoying this season.
No,
I
thought
actually enjoyed him.
he
was
was like the
quirky.
right amount of annoying
Yeah.
that you needed.
That's right.
Because then there was like when he was like, "Let's do it my way." I was like, "Good God, this is gonna get a lot of people killed."
Yeah, and Karen
already
was
knew.
News reporting.
She was.
I was a little bit like, at that scene where she like pulls the gun out on those three guys that were like catcalling.
Yeah, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, like that scene was kind of like, yo, you are not Frank Castle. What the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, it was.
Or
a little-
is she? No,
She
no.
was trying to like.
Francesca
trying to-
Castle.
Francesca Castle is.
I get it. She was trying to like practice, and then they were like, "Let's bring
Practice?
it a little bit."
That's
Like,
Chill,
she,
B.
you know, she was
Listen.
like, "I need to know how I can do it," because she killed the guy, and that rattled her a lot. For
I mean,
years.
the spin, of course, is that is one white lady in a gentrified neighborhood of
I
Hell's
know.
Kitchen.
It
she rolled
wasn't-
up, pulled out heat on the
it
boys.
wasn't a good look. Well, she didn't call the cops.
She was the law. What the fuck? She is the cop.
I am the law.
And it's like, all right, they were saying some reckless shit,
They
but they
were.
weren't wilding
They weren't.
on the
Let's have some
scale.
fun.
Yeah, you like having fun, eh?
Eh?
That was-
What if he pulled out like a little pop confetti?
Imagine.
Nah,
Like,
they
she'd
were,
be like, she'd be like,
they
"Bluck,
were
bluck,
messed
bluck."
up for being in there at all. Like, today's the day we're gonna sit and catcall people. What the fuck is that? But do I pull a gun on you? I don't know.
I mean, the Fortnite servers went down. What else are they supposed to do?
They were wild. But she
They were-
was not annoying either. She was good this season.
I
thought.
feel like she was good this season, but I felt like a little bit one note just because like everything was in distress. Her eyes always looked like they were crying, and
her backstory was really sad
nose-
though.
No, I love that episode.
With
That was really great.
brother, that was really
yeah.
sad.
There is
And
no
then I
Karen
was
Page
also,
backstory,
like,
so that's great. It was actually really good.
Mhm.
White people things too, though.
Also,
it was like this
yes.
is a very white story, but we're in Vermont, so what else can happen?
These are facts.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna
Like
do the ski lodge thing.
drugs.
Business is gonna pick up. No, Dad. No.
It's not gonna pick up.
That was the
Oh.
best moment. She was like, "Oh, you been saying that for 10 years." I was like,
Scratched the
She
lotto
scratched
ticket.
the ticket.
You know, her druggy
And then she went back to
boyfriend.
her druggy trailer park trash boyfriend,
"Namaste,
who
ass
ended
mom."
up like beating her and her brother. I was like, really?
She tried
You didn't see this coming?
He tried to Jason Todd that boy. He took out
pulled
the
the-
crowbar.
He like elbowed
She
her.
pulled the heat
together.
out on him too.
She did.
That's some foreshadowing. And she put
shot
the heat
him.
out
She
on
shot
Wesley.
him in the shoulder.
Yo,
No, he got all of that heat. in
no
his
wonder
face.
she like Frank Castle.
Wesley died.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She stayed putting out the blicky on motherfuckers.
That's only one question I have too.
Yeah.
She was like, remember they did that whole ruse to like get her arrested to get her safe?
Yes.
She still admitted killing someone, and then it didn't matter.
Wait, she didn't admit it to. Wait,
She didn't
who
admit
did
it to the feds.
Yeah, she
I
admitted to the
swear that she
feds.
did like, oh, she's under
Nah.
arrest for
Nah,
murder
nah,
or whatever.
Yo, who plays the detective?
Mahoney,
Yeah,
The black guy?
I love him.
I love him.
Steven Ryder.
I love him.
I feel like you've watched his character actually grow. Like everyone else has grown into like who
like
they're.
off camera. Like,
Well, like yeah, because it's like he started as that like
Yeah.
He's a
that
beat cop.
cop guy, and he was like worried about his job, and the
That's
next
right.
thing he gets promoted because of them, and then
Yeah.
he's like really grown into a real detective.
And I like that
he does
scene-
his job and he does it well.
I like that scene at the union thing with the cops.
Oh my God, that
And
was
they were
great.
like giving Foggy shit, but then they were like,
Right.
you know, all right,
Oh,
I like
okay.
what you're running on. I like that. So that was cool. But I'm saying all this to get to Charlie Cox's performance and Vincent D'Onofrio's performances.
Yo,
Fucking amazing.
They went in.
just like Vincent
Yes.
D'Onofrio, you know, has always been an amazing actor. But when you see his name come up, they do the credits.
Mhm.
It says, and,
And
also
also
Vincent
Vincent
D'Onofrio
D'Onofrio
as
as
Wilson
Wilson
Fisk.
Mhm.
Nobody else gets a credit like that, and
Nope.
you're like, you
And-
want to like
I know
slow
why.
clap to that credit.
Yeah.
His ticks, like here's his tick that I love,
Oh
and I
my
noticed the whole
God.
time.
So many.
His
Your
hands,
Yeah.
Yes.
his hand rubbing at any
Mhm.
time, and of course like the facial tick he does, like
Mhm.
that's a real. But
All
it's like
of them.
the hand one is like I want to know what that means, but it's so perfect for the character. Like I don't even know what it means, but I'm like
Yo,
yes.
That scene when Karen tries to
Oh, try to scrub him.
Yeah.
She
tried
was
to
crazy.
scrub
She
you
was
out.
crazy for that.
His face was like,
he could have snapped her in half.
He
bro.
could have.
Like in half.
And like his face about it too was like, this bitch don't even know what she just got into.
Right. No. And then she kept pushing, and then he was like,
kept pushing.
and
He's
then
like,
it was
okay,
like, oh, this bitch knows what she's getting into, but she's still
murder
getting
her.
into it.
She knows I'm gonna murder her.
This bitch okay with dying.
Interesting.
Her affairs are in order. Like, yeah, he was like so ready.
He was.
So
as soon
ready.
as you leave, my sniper will be waiting.
Right? On the speed dial.
Oh
Taskmaster,
my God.
intercept that Bronx
I
Park
know.
East.
his Vincent D'Onofrio's whole thing, like with his body, with his whole body.
He's so imposing.
He's so imposing. Wait,
Yeah.
it makes that scene, that first scene we see him in, he's in the jail and it's mad noisy. He's like, quiet.
Yo,
And the whole shell block is like
everybody
on hush mode.
My bad.
I was like, yo.
You
got it.
He's eating. It's breakfast time.
But then when he walks into the weight room,
Mm-hmm.
it's just how, and literally. So for those of you who may not remember, Vincent D'Onofrio also played, the roach guy in Men in Black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you think
And
about
he's in the cell.
the way he throws his body, he just kind of,
Sure.
it's such like a herky jerky. But yo, he walked in as Kingpin. You like, somebody gonna die tonight.
Somebody gonna die just from the weightlifting.
Just the weight. He hit 350. That was three. I counted this 315 on them. On
Light.
Light work.
Light.
Just pushing them through. I was like,
I feel like
okay.
it's anger. He feeds with anger.
That's the first time mathematically they've shown us how strong he's
Yeah.
supposed to
When
be.
he
little
punched
bit.
that wall.
Then he punched the wall,
But
and
then
all he was like
said,
was,
"Ow."
ah.
I was like,
kept
there's
swinging.
a hole in the cement.
Kept swinging with the same hand.
Jam a finger.
Wilson hurt. He was ready to keep swinging. He head-butted Daredevil like after getting hit several times. He didn't give a fuck. But he was amazing. I forgot Agent Nadeem. I like his
Nadeem.
character too.
Jay
I
Ali.
really loved him. I have a question for that one too.
Okay. Shoot.
Is he our agent?
Get it? Sorry.
But look.
Too
Is
soon?
he not our agent Maze Hughes?
Oh, he is Maze Hughes. That's a
Full
Full
Metal
Metal Alchemist
Alchemist.
reference.
I guess.
He is. He got a family.
He had the family.
He had the
He
nice
sacrificed
hair.
himself so that they could be safe.
How dirty did Hughes' hands get?
He was in there
He
pretty
knew
deep.
the things he knew, and he kept
Nadeem
doing
was
them.
like, my man drove the devil to church.
That's fair. He
Take me to
wasn't.
church.
Hughes wasn't that
Take me to
bad.
church.
But Hughes
did
knew. Hughes knew terrible things were happening, and he just kept going along.
But did
with
he
them.
chauffeur the devil to church?
Was he not the Führer's almost right hand dude?
Listen, he brought the Crimson Alchemist to Ishval. So yeah.
He
Okay,
did.
Now here's the thing too. Like, there was subtle about that church and about Father. What's his name? The guy. That,
Oh, McLaughlin. I think is it McLaughlin?
he got murked. No, it wasn't McLaughlin.
Oh, how do you get murked with a blunt instrument? That's how
'Cause his
crazy.
That's
Bullseye.
how. That's how he
is.
throws. It doesn't
He's
matter.
like, here's
He's
a,
like,
Bullseye will kill
Give
you with
him
a
here's
bottle
a teddy
cap.
Give him an
bear.
give him an
Oh,
eraser.
you're dead.
Yeah.
An eraser, he'll make it work.
what I'm
Bullseye
saying.
will murk you with a Skittle. That's the shit with him.
Or the thing I showed you, I told you, where he did it with a was it an
Paperclip?
onion? No, it was not an onion. It was an orange seed. An
MacGyver.
orange seed that he's in shield protection. They gave him something to drink. He's drinking his orange juice with his fresh squeeze, and it had a seed in it. He was like,
How you
"Oh,
giving
it's
people fresh
on!"
squeeze in
Killed
jail?
everybody in that room
With a seed.
with
Of
with.
course.
It started with the seed, ended with a
Man.
paper clip.
This man is too pope for this fiction. So what was I saying?
church.
Talk
Yeah,
about the church.
the scene. There was some subtle, messages there. When Daredevil's getting his hearing back, and he's like, it's Arabic, and they go, yeah, the mosque was whatever. They let them have a service upstairs.
Oh,
I like that
right. Yeah,
subtle
yeah.
message of like, yo, worship is worship. We got a place. They can
Right,
come here.
right.
No problem.
I did like
You
that.
know, there were a lot of messages about that. The politics. Father Lantham, played by Peter McRobbie. Or
His
McRobbie.
name's
I don't know, but I'm going to go with
McRobbie.
McRobbie.
I like McRobbie.
But Father Lantham, he got saving Karen's life. Because comic fans thought Karen was going.
I thought it was it.
Time
Yeah, I
was
thought
up.
Karen was gonna die.
She's supposed to die.
Yeah.
And then I thought maybe they would kill Foggy to make us cry.
So confirmed, Father Lantham, Lightspeed. He's a Lightspeed character. He's a lightning timer.
What does
Confirm?
that mean?
That's a term when people try to scale speed powers in like anime or comics. They say lightning timer, meaning that they're as fast as lightning. So confirm, man. He got from behind Karen.
He did.
And in front of Bullseye's throw.
By the time his throw,
Yeah.
and that throw is fast.
Yeah.
Well,
He was a pool shark, so.
he did do the
Yeah,
trajectory math. He was like, well,
Smart guy.
if I remember the scene correctly, Poindexter, dressed as Daredevil, takes him, looks, turns his back, and then turns and throws. Like he tries to pretend like he's not gonna do that, and then he throws.
Like he wasn't gonna kill Karen.
I don't know about lightning, but
like at the wedding, my man went up there. He went up there.
Yo,
this one goes out to you, Willie.
Oh my
he
god!
should have did the wedding scene.
He got up and he took the mic.
Yes,
That was hilarious.
he ran out of bullets on the FBI lady, and then just walked away and whipped the gun like, yo.
All right. So
It was so good.
we could talk about this forever, but let's just give our
It was so good.
points. Let's see. Out of 10 bullseyes,
Damn,
what do you give it?
that's every corrupt agent that there was.
All of them.
Yeah.
Who you want to go first?
You go. France goes first.
You said you looking at
You.
me.
But you means me.
You go, France. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one 9. A strong 9. I'm thinking 9.5, but I'm gonna wait 9. I'm gonna go 9.
I'm gonna go 9 as well.
Whoa.
Only because I felt like,
Mike's
and
like
don't
7.
hate me, don't hate me because of this, but I felt like, they love the close quarters fights, and they did a little too many of them, but they were amazing. They weren't bad. They were amazing. It was just like every time you could see when it's happening, I was like, pause, let me go to the bathroom because it's about to be a close quarter fight.
We didn't even talk about that prison fight and how it was one shot.
Yo, that was insane.
Which was,
I See You and Raise You. There are 3 one-shot fights, and one of them was actually 11 minutes. And I thought there were wipes in there, and there weren't.
No, that was the one
or
where
they
he
masked them really Birdmanish.
No, I did the
because there was the
research.
prison, and then there was, what was the other one?
The one in the.
Or was it all the
There's
prison?
so
I
many.
think it was all the prison. Because he
It
started
could have
out
been the
when he
prison
was
one.
being carried by the other guy in the SWAT suit. That was like 15 minutes.
He leaves the cab, gets in the cab,
Gets in the cab.
all in that one sequence.
Right.
That's all.
There are cutaways when he's talking to the guy, but once he
or
gets
the nurse.
to the nurse thing,
Yeah.
it from there is like one shot. But anyway, I give this a 9. But since you said bullseyes, it kind of ricochets and nicks at the 10.
Nicks at the 10.
So it's like a 9, but it's from
ricocheted off the 9th
downstairs.
bullseye
From downstairs
and then like
and to the right.
almost hit the bullseye of 10. It was
Almost.
like around that area. I get you. I agree.
It nicks it.
So, I mean.
It was so good. It was, to me,
It's
this was their
real
Winter
good.
Soldier. This was their Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because as good as everything else has been when it was good, this one is, I feel like we're going to always look back at it and be like, yo, this
but that
the
season.
shit.
That's what happens when
Punisher better be just good.
you do what you're supposed to do. They're supposed to Daredevil is crime noir. It's noir. It's noir.
Right.
And they brought it. This was a crime drama. This was damn near Law and Order without the dun dun.
I know.
The dun-dun was the fucking ricochet.
But then we also got to see the murderers doing their thing.
The one thing I need to see for season 4 is I need to see Matt back in the suit, obviously.
I know.
Which
Maybe
by
a
the
different
end,
suit.
maybe, but by the end of this, he wanted his suit back.
He did want his
remember
suit
him
back.
saying that. But I want to see him in that, and you know what? Add the ropey baton things. He's gonna have to up it if he's going
Where
up
are
against
they?
Bullseye.
To swing around and whatnot.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
that.
I agree. He's got to take back the suit. That'll be the name of the
And I
fourth
wish
season.
so
Take
bad.
back
It's
the
never gonna
suit.
happen, but I wish so bad that Tom Holland Spider-Man and this Daredevil could have an episode together.
Oh
I
my
don't think they have
God.
enough money for that. But
Would be so good.
It'd be
not
pretty
gonna
good. I can see the chemistry, man.
didn't they already
Hell
say that's
yeah.
never going to happen? They're like, there will never be a crossover.
They always say never shit like that.
Come on.
They don't always
Disney's
mean
been
it.
pretty strict on their
They
never.
said there was never going to be a TV show.
It's not up to Disney. It's up to Sony.
Good luck breaking down those walls to Disney, Sony.
It's
All right.
Netflix and Sony collab.
Yeah, okay.
In association with.
Yo, and then we get Tom Hardy's Venom for no reason.
Oh my God, you guys are going off the rails now.
Whatever it costs, man. Whatever it costs.
So I want to talk quickly about some Halloween recommendations because it's coming up on your spooky day because Halloween is like on a Wednesday this year. So I don't know if people who like don't have jobs go out anyways. But, you know, I'm in my 30s, so I got to wake up the next day and go to work. But you can sit and watch scary movies or scary shows. And me and on Wednesday, next Wednesday, because you guys know what date it is. You're listening to this. But
Halloween's usually on the 31st.
The 31st is October.
Yes.
If you're listening to this before that. What is it? Haunting of Hill House.
That's that Netflix.
That's the Netflix show. We actually binged it this whole weekend. We watched the whole thing.
Damn, y'all gave Netflix all the love.
We did.
All the bandwidth.
I feel like we didn't even mean to because we're like, oh, we have to watch Daredevil. Then I was like, oh, I heard about this show. Let's just watch one episode.
The rabbit hole was deep.
It was.
Stephen King loved it.
I mean, I'm going to be quick about it because I don't want to give any spoilers, actually.
I didn't watch it, so.
No, but I don't want any spoilers for people listening. Like, I really actually want you to go watch this and experience it.
How many episodes were?
I think it was like 10.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
All right.
But the thing about it is, like, it's really about, like, family drama, too. So it is a little white. It's like a little bit white. But you get into it because it's about, you know, classic haunted house, what's going on. And you're more invested with the characters. So when things happen, it's one of those ones you're like, wait, what was that in the corner? Did you see that? Or like it was showing all the family at one point standing in like the foyer of the house. And then France goes, who the fuck is that? And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
And then you have to stop and go back and you're, yeah, who the fuck is that in the background?
So it's one of those kind of spooky things.
Yeah.
Like you're watching it and there's like 4 plates set for 2 family.
Yeah, and then you're like,
person. Okay, all right.
who's sitting in the corner?
Okay,
And
nice.
there's no special attention paid
No
to
attention
it.
at all.
It's
It's
just for
happening.
you.
You never come
it's
back
for you
to
to
it.
see it.
They never come back to it.
Ooh, I'm
Like,
intrigued.
they focus on the scary things that are scary. You know, those keep coming up in their lives, and you're like, oh no, it's that man with the bowler hat again. But like other times, you're just like, what? There was 6, now there's 7 of them. Who the hell is that? Or there's like a random, like, you
And
know,
it's
reflection.
not even explained.
Yeah, and you're like, okay.
And then you watch the credits, and it's not even in the credits.
It's not even in the credits.
There are only 5 listed actors there.
But it was really good. There's one episode that like stands alone, kind of. Like you might need to know a little bit about the family dynamics, but not really.
That's the 6th
But
episode.
The 6th episode. Watch that. It's called Bent Neck Lady. It's really good. If you don't want to watch the whole season, although I think you really should because it's great, watch Bent Neck Lady and you'll be like, oh shit.
So episode 6 of Daredevil got a shout out from season 3, and episode 6 of the Hill Haunting Hill.
What is it?
The Haunting of Hill House.
It's a hard
That.
Robot House.
That's 2 6s.
2 6s. We see one more.
We just need one more for the.
I will
bingo.
also take a 9.
Hey yo! Speaking of that, like Disney will never have anything remotely close to what we're seeing on these Netflix shows.
Yeah.
From the Marvel, like somebody was saying, yo, they got rid of Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Put in a Moon Knight show. That'll never be on the Disney streaming service.
They can't do that.
Disney streaming.
No.
But
they want to make money though, so they'll keep them separate. But like, just keeps getting the
super
checks.
freaking random. Moon Knight would be a great horror crime, like
It
a
would
supernatural,
be.
because it's got supernatural roots.
Bro, it would be Legion mixed with like Daredevil.
But legit.
Oh,
Legit.
I like this.
But back to
Sorry.
I mean, that was all I was
Haunting
gonna
Hill
say.
House of Haunting.
Watch it. Haunting of Hill. I can't.
the Haunting of
Haunting
Hill
of
House.
The Triple H.
Triple H.
Oh, the pedigree. The game's in the building.
Good. But
He's maniacal.
yeah.
Yo, speaking of wrestling though, like real quick.
Speaking of wrestling.
Yo, no, for real. What's his
Obvious
name? Roman
switch.
Reigns. He just announced that his leukemia came back.
Yeah.
He's like,
wait,
he's
is this
like,
a real story or
Yes.
like?
No,
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
He's like he's their world champion, and like he has to leave. He's,
go
he's
handle
pretty
that.
young, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, cancer sucks, man.
That's scary.
Fuck cancer.
Well, isn't it like Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
October is awareness month for a lot of things: breast cancer or cancer, domestic
Cancer.
violence, mental health.
Damn.
It's like October has a lot going on for it. Okay,
Also,
a lot.
like a spooky month. That seems weird.
I mean, all those things are horrifying in their own way.
And they're
That
all
is
real.
true.
You know,
Real life horrors.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If y'all have any other Halloween things you want to shout it out now. Or I'll leave it up to our fans to comment.
C-SPAN. No,
Watch the news.
I don't know. What's the other some stuff that's out? Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's one not to watch. Tragedy Girls.
Oh,
Tragedy? What even the fuck is that?
Ironically,
It was like these girls who want their blog to
Are
do
they
well, so they started
teenagers
like
in
murder.
Dubai?
Basically, but like murderers.
Yes.
Teenagers in Dubai who murder and then they like blog about it so that people will read their blog. Like they make it seem like it's a murder
Whoa.
mystery. Like I think he was murdered. I don't think it was an accident.
But they're the ones doing
they're
it?
the ones murdering.
Oh, they're like that villain from Spider-Man. She's in the game. I forgot her name. But like basically she's a newer villain, and what she does is she has like a radio show and she asks her fans to do, like, she'll dare them to do crazy shit.
Oh my god.
Just for the likes, for the views,
Right, for the
on her
ratings.
social media stuff.
Basically.
Like
yeah.
she'll tell one of her viewers, all right, first person to shoot Spider-Man wins whatever, gets a shout out at that. And
Oh
dead ass
my
motherfuckers be like, I
God.
got this, and they'll like, yeah, start shooting at the sky, trying to hit Spider-Man when he swings.
Okay.
Like crazy shit.
I mean, pretty much, but they're like not trying to get caught. They just like murdering. We stopped halfway because it just wasn't very good.
It stars Alexandra Shipp, who was Storm,
Who was Storm?
Oh,
and
yeah.
and Brianna Hildebrand, who is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Oh.
You know, you think it'd be really interesting, but I think it's so weird because I think it's for kids.
You know,
I know it sounds weird because it's about murder,
yeah.
but it's like for teenagers.
It's for early millennials.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
like,
you gotta pick those projects that you get some shine on. You know, smart. You gotta pick them smart.
Yeah.
You gotta pick them
I
smart.
mean, this is how much you shouldn't see it. It's
Gotta
on
pick 'em
Hulu.
smart. Oh.
It's a movie on Hulu.
And I would challenge that with Final Girls, which is
Final
an
Girls
amazing,
a great movie.
amazing play on the genre, and and it is very much like Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah,
It's one of my personal favorites.
yeah. It plays on the idea that like, who's the final girl that gets to kill the bad guy? It's usually like a virgin, who's like the nice one, who's like kind of shy but ends up coming out of her shell.
OD.
Yeah, like she's always the one who gets to murder the bad guy and live in the end. So they're the final
Or sometimes
girls.
she gets to fuck the bad guy and not knowing they're the bad guy.
Right, right.
And then murder them.
Yeah, pretty much
It's
that's
a
what
play
they
on
talk about.
Scream.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so check those out and don't check those out.
Yeah.
Do we?
The podcast is coming from inside the house.
That's what we'll call it. It's coming from
Yo, Bullseye
inside
could like
the house.
imagine fighting Bullseye at
Word.
Staples.
Oh no!
First of all,
you
no.
wouldn't make it through the door.
I'm not trying to get hit with an office chair.
Office chair? What? You
Yo,
take
he-
a stapler
He
to
threw a
the
flat
forehead.
screen monitor at this motherfucker.
Remotes would just be like
Like
pew,
a
pew, pew,
frisbee.
pew.
Imagine fighting him at a
But
Blockbuster.
no. Here's the best one.
Okay.
When he was throwing the rosary beads like bullets.
Yo. Hell yeah.
Stop.
In the tree. He had
Heaven,
no
yeah.
respect.
It was like
Yo, and he hit Matt with the fucking collection plate.
He did.
And it made that sound like it was so funny.
He offhand hits mad people. He just turns around, throws his hand back, whip it.
Anyways. All right.
He was so cool.
He was really
hats
cool.
off. Hats off.
I'm excited for him to keep being villainous. I didn't want him to die. I was like, yo, he broke his back. How's he going to walk?
He's fine.
He's fine.
his HMO covers that.
Yup.
Fisk HMO.
Yup.
Ooh. White suit, white shield.
Yo, and Vanessa though.
Yeah.
Let him
She
live.
could've-
She's like, nah, I came all the way from Barcelona for this. No.
She was like, murder
No.
him.
Murder him.
He's a liability. Shoot him in the face.
You know you wanna, bae.
Yeah. Normally you would kill him, but I'm sitting here, so I'm telling you it's okay to kill him.
And they show that whole scene. Yo, and then the scene when he tried to get the white painting from the lady, and she gave that whole backstory.
Yeah.
No.
And he meant for her to have it, to keep it.
I know.
And then they show a little blood in the back of the frame.
And they were like, oh.
Yeah, I went over there, asked again. You know what I'm saying?
I just asked her one more
I
time.
asked it real gently.
Just figure, I just ask her my way. You know what I mean?
Just asked her with a penny by the door.
Oh my god. Yo, it's that Magneto scene.
Exactly. He was like,
She had a coin
then
on
he's
the
like,
table.
I'll take this off your hands.
Heads.
Damn.
Anyway.
Is it worth more now that it has Kingpin blood on it or less? Banksy?
Obviously more.
Get at us,
Probably
Banksy. Let us
more.
know.
Banksy.
Let us know, Banksy. Is
If
it worth more now or
blood
less?
on it than, but like Kingpin's blood.
Yeah, but it's
There's like a
Kingpin's
lot
blood.
of people's blood on it now.
My man, yo, he went from ruling Hell's Kitchen to like he's a federal problem, man.
He is.
I love it. I love how they've established.
I just want to see how he's gonna rule from jail with his wife, because that's really gonna be a nice combo.
I mean, it'll happen. The question
He's
is,
gonna do the damn thing.
He's on his Rorschach 24/7. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. It's not a question of what he's gonna do. It's who's gonna try to come and get him.
Yeah.
Taskmaster is primarily an Avenger villain, right?
Primarily, yes.
Fuck.
All right. Well,
I want him on this show.
We're gonna close it out.
All right.
We have more to talk about.
Fine.
Obviously, there's more Daredevil. Maybe for Patreon people, huh? Yeah.
Yo.
I don't know.
So we'll see you next time. I don't even know what's.
I mean, I'm sure this will come up. This is gonna come up before then, but vote. Make sure you vote.
Oh yeah, go vote.
That's the thing.
It's important.
There's early voting going on some places.
I
a
saw
lot of places.
Yeah, so vote.
Yeah.
Government should be afraid of
vote.
their people.
Is that too old?
Vote for Foggy Nelson.
Foggy Nelson.
Foggy's Meats.
He withdrew from the race, but mad people are gonna write his name in.
Blake
Tower.
He
could still win.
He could probably still win. Like, he was a write-in.
Tower eventually, he did the right thing.
He did.
But hey, if Foggy's
It's
DA,
all politics.
that'll help cover Daredevil a little bit.
No, I need Foggy to stay rich. I like him having money.
Foggy likes it too.
He does, and
so
that
does
can
Matt.
help way more people with
He buys
money.
him a wallet.
That was so
So
good.
what?
That was so good.
He bought him a fucking wallet.
All right, catch us next time. After Halloween, we'll have more stuff to talk about. I don't even know what movies are coming out, but
Ping.
or what TV shows, but we'll have more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe, follow us,
Yes.
tell your friends,
Share.
We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube.
We on
We on iTunes.
Wear your shirt.
Wear your shirt
If you don't have your shirt, you won't get it by the time.
If you want a shirt, message us. It might take some time, but everybody gets it.
And have a safe Halloween.
Word.
Yeah.